Hello, Cawthon Cards community. Thanks for joining me again today. Today we're going to be going through the blue color challenge and trying to get some daily wins. So let's see, first off, if the color challenges give us daily wins or not and count towards our quests here, which I believe they do. And then we will go from there. So let's go ahead into the color challenge and start with the blue one. If you haven't had a chance yet, would appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button down below. If you end up liking this video, helps me out a lot, gets the video out in front of more people. And then on top of that, if you haven't already and you like Magic the Gathering Arena and pack opening content, would definitely appreciate a subscription. Starting out against the black deck here. Our hand has a few different options here. We can draw a card with a 2/1, or we can creature spells with flying, cost 1 less to cast. So we're going to play that first for mana efficiency reasons. The reason why is now these both cost 2. We can play both of those next turn, or we can play the Windstorm Drake next turn. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and play the 2 bodies, get some cards here. Actually, now we have one of these, we can play this. Make everything even cheaper to cost. Next turn we can play all 3 flyers. Gonna go ahead and get in the air here since we're flying over them. Not too scared of what the opponent has right now. Not going to block that, would rather take 2 damage and get through in the air with them. Now we can play everything. Let's play the card draw first, make sure we don't get something better we want to play. Now we play the Drake, pump all of our attackers, get in through the air. Unless they have a board wipe, we win next turn. They don't even attack. Let's just play this out for fun. See how much damage we can get in. Unsummon's not really going to help us here. And that's game. So the first game of the color challenge is not that difficult. I'm sure there are plenty of mistakes you can make if you block stuff they attack with. But when you have 20 life and they're showing a bunch of 1/1s and 2/2s, not really too much to worry about in a bot match. So this does count toward our daily quest goal. Let's see if it counts toward our daily wins. Does not count for our daily wins, so we have to play other people for that. So let's go ahead and get through our color challenge first. Then we'll do our PvP to get some wins. And then we'll call it a day for today. Remember, our goal is to be maximizing our playtime for maximum gold. That's the whole purpose of this account. Don't need another land. All we're worried about here is getting more resources to be able to draft more. I mean, that's all I really care about. So now, ideally, you know, I would probably just be playing PvP at this point instead of finishing these color challenges, but I do believe you get more gold and experience for beating a color challenge, so we'll see when we're done with this one if that's the case or not. They're going to have a lot of mana available to them soon, so let's see what we get with these Cloudkin Seers. That's good, but we can't do anything with it this turn. Actually, it's not great, but it's something, I should say. So my guess is they're probably going to play Gigantosaurus this turn, and then we're supposed to bounce it with Unsummon. A Spider. Spider's equally bad. It blocks all of our flyers. Our flyers cannot kill them. It also gives 4/4 Spider makes all these make 2 mana, which is really not good for us. Can't play the Serpent yet, so we're going to go ahead and bounce the Spider this turn. We're probably going to bounce it next turn too. We're going to attack with all of our flyers to get in through the air. No point in bouncing anything else yet when they're going to play that Spider again next turn. We could play our Frilled Sea Serpent, but I would rather just get in through the air again. Gonna go ahead and block the biggest damage of the three here. Now the fun thing here is we want to bounce it on their turn so we can play the Sea Serpent next turn with our mana. They can't play it because they're tapped out. So let's get in through the air this turn and get through with the Serpent next turn. We only have one blocker, so one blocker with reach, so we can attack with the other two and the Frilled Sea Serpent. As long as they don't get another reach out, we'll win the game next turn. If they don't, make this unblockable. Attack with everything. Walls cannot attack. And that's the game. Time to move on to our next color match. Upgrading our deck a little bit more. This blue deck's good at getting through in the air, but that's about it, the best I remember. Let's see. Gonna play Waterkin Shaman next turn. Then the Seer after that. Attack with the Shaman. So this is one of the times you want to play your creature pre-combat to give the Shaman +1/+1. That will essentially let us kill the Defending Ace, which I'm okay trading with. I want to save my unsummon for something bigger. We have a bunch of lands, so we're probably going to be getting some big spells. Not going to be able to attack now, and we have another unsummon. So this is the first game where they're like, guess what? You can't do everything or do anything. Do everything every turn. It's another Fending Ace. Not sure that's really bounce worthy at this point. Now it is bounce worthy. So by adding that enchantment, the enchantment's going to die when I bounce it, making it worth it. Plus they're tapped out, so they can't play it again. And I have the mana to play something on my turn, although I don't have anything to play. When we play this Riddle Master Sphinx, I may return target creature and opponent controls to their hands, so I'm not going to use the unsummon this turn. I'm going to let the Sphinx take care of that next turn. Getting plenty of unsummons, so it looks like they're going to keep doing this. You had to choose take action because it says you may, you don't have to. If you have an opponent's creature pacified, you definitely don't want to return it to their owner's hand. Okay, so now we're in a spot where you can use unsummon in a constructive way. Most people would think, oh, I should only bounce my opponent's creatures, right? Actually, I made the wrong move there. I should have bounced my Sphinx, and then my Sphinx would have bounced him. So that was a mistake on my spot. But thankfully, they only have the Fencing Ace now, so they're basically one turn behind Optimal now. Based on what I've seen out of this deck my opponent's playing, I don't think it's going to cause any problems for us. But it's too early to tell. So that's a big problem. Let's see if we can draw a way out of that. I think I would rather have the extra card here, because we're not attacking this turn. So this is going to hurt. I think we might be in trouble here. So we're not really in a great spot. This will either kill the Angelic Guardian or the Fending Ace. But wait till they attack. This will give them indestructible. So really we need to be on the offensive here. Unfortunately, Defending Ace is not something we can deal with. This turn, I'm just going to take the damage to see what we draw, but this could be a problem longer term. So this is good for us, gives us some card draw. The blocker can't kill Defending Ace, but I'm assuming we're going to draw a 3-drop spell in one of these 3 cards, or an unsummon. Okay, there's a Water Knot. That's the answer we were looking for. We can also play land. So we have 11 lands, and we get to play them all. Not very often you see that. Sure, we'll take that. Good news is we still get the card draw. There's no point in playing that before we attack. It doesn't have haste, but we do want to draw the cards. Getting more land. And we get through the air, and we win here. No point in playing spells. Don't want to take the time to draw the cards. Okay, so we get another win in the color challenge. We're pretty close to getting our attack with 45 creatures, 750 gold, so that's pretty sweet. When you complete a challenge, you do get 500 experience points as well. Those move you further up the mastery pass. They don't really do much else, though. Okay, so if we block this guy, they get to create a 1/1 token. So it basically replaces itself. I would rather just take the 1 damage here and keep my 2/1 so that I can attack next turn. We can unsummon something this turn if we need to. I don't think we will, but we'll see. I think I'd rather draw a card here. That weird can get really big, so if they block, I'm okay losing a guy here. Not ideal, but not awful. Another weird. Don't mind taking one here. Got another island. Here's where things get interesting. Guess we're just gonna go this route. We're gonna play the Drake, attack with everything. They're probably gonna block with the weird. My guy's gonna die again. Not the end of the world. Really don't want this getting bigger. You get to add a 1/1 counter to the weird for every non-creature spell you play, so that can get annoying quickly for us. If they even have non-creature spells to play. Which they do. They get to grab my 2/1 until end of turn. Don't know what the point of that was. But we'll take it. Well, this has been a weird match so far. Why they did not shock before combat is another good question, but we'll play this thing to make it hexproof. It causes the shock to fizzle. Once they kill one of our guys, we get in through the air and win next turn, because I sincerely doubt they have any flyers. They're gaining control again. Hopefully this time they attack with it. Okay. I have so much life, there's no point in bouncing anything. Here we should get in the air and win. If we don't, we'll reassess, but we do. So we beat Chandra and Nalaar. We are to our final color match game. Or color challenge game, sorry. Get to upgrade our deck again, and I think this time we play a real opponent. Oh, we get an uncommon in card style. So I wonder if we actually won that white one yesterday, if they counted that or not. If they didn't, we'll go back and play that after we play this game. So it looks like we are potentially waiting for a real opponent. Haven Circle, yep, so this is a real opponent because they're using the default avatar like we are. So this is a real game, this isn't a rigged game, which means I probably should have looked at my hand a little closer. But we'll see what happens here. In the big scheme of things, don't really care if I win or lose here. It would be nice if these counted toward our daily wins though, since they are, or they appear to be real people. They're playing a black deck, so gotta watch out for kill spells and such. We're out of mana, so that's no good. Need to draw land. The downside to playing real people is they think a bit more, especially when they're new players, so... They have a 3-3 here. If opponent lost life this turn, put a 1-1 counter on it. I'm not interested in seeing that continue to be a problem, so we're going to go ahead and water knot it. Hopefully we draw land and play the Drake next turn. I don't think this black deck has a lot of flyers, so hopefully that not helped us out. If we can't play the Drake next turn, we will be playing the Waterkin Shaman, unless we draw something better, but we can play the Drake. Gets us through for 3. Unless they kill it. With 4 mana, I would hope they have some sort of kill spell. Okay, so they don't know how that card works. Unless they have another one. Can't blame them, it's confusing as a new player, so they would need to play 2 of those to kill the Windstorm Drake. And it's not a permanent effect, it's just temporary. Okay, so here they're using it to kill the Warden. That does slow us down a little bit. If we still had the Warden, we could play the Riddlemaster Sphinx this turn. Fortunately, we do not. We still have that unsummon if we need it down the road. Flying's a hard matchup for a black deck, I think. It's not going to do too much for him. Wonder if they're mana flooded. Could be a real possibility. Did not get the land, but the Drake is nice. Gives our Shaman +1/+1 as well, so now it can attack without fear of dying. Well, at least from the 1/2. They could still use something else to kill it, but not counting on that. So unless they kill a flyer, we should win next turn. Or play a flyer, but even then we can unsummon that. That's not going to help them. Another way you can tell this is a real game is we're both earning timeouts. Go for it. I'll take 3. Okay, that should be game. Thanks for playing Haven Circle. Really was not a fair matchup for you, but needed that to finish our color challenge. Although I think our white color challenge completed because it showed a check mark for all the games. So that does count for a win. That's a good thing. We have 2,000 gold because we completed that 45 quest, plus we completed the color challenge, so it gave us another 100. Looks like they gave us 250 experience for completing the color challenge, and then 25 for completing the game, plus 500 for completing the quest. So we have that one done. Let's double check. We have completed this challenge, so I guess you just have to play the last game. You don't have to win it, so that is good to know for new people. There's also a store where you can buy things. This is actually a decent deal, the welcome bundle, so if you're thinking about buying that and you want to invest money in the game, that should not be a problem. Other than that, there's not really any deals today. I already checked on my other account, plus the daily deals are going to be different for you when you play. They're trying to get us to buy a booster. I'll go ahead and show you how to do it. You go to this boosters tab down here. Where are they? Packs. And then you just click that. But we're saving up our gold for drafts. So we've got 2 done. So we can unlock ranked PvP when we complete 3 color challenges. Now that I know that these color challenge final matches count here, we're just going to play, or I'm going to stop this video here. So this is completing the blue color challenge. The next video will be completing the black color challenge. I'm going to play it on the same day, but it'll probably be published on a different day. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it and you haven't clicked that thumbs up button yet, would really appreciate it. And again, subscribing would be awesome. We're going to be doing more arena videos as well as our daily 2-pack cracking videos as well. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.